I decided to become a Muslim. It was not just a calling, but it was just like we are brothers in the house, and then everybody is. So I want to be nice for me also to join them. So I decided to join them, and I schooled there after senior high, and then I decided to travel to Saudi Arabia. So I went to Saudi Arabia 2017, and God was with me. It was not easy to me there, but God was with me. And this my sister too was facing condition. So I was taking care of her. I wasn't know even that time when you talk about Jesus to me, we will fight. Especially my sister is my sister. Anytime he mentions the name of Jesus to me, that day we will fight. Whether he need money or whatever he need, I won't give you to get. But I don't know. As we Muslims, when you mention the name of Jesus, it's not easy for you. So it was like that, and I think 2019, and my sister informed me that someone told her that they are doing healing school at South Africa. So if she want to go. So if I can support her to go, I said okay, I'll try and see. So I asked her how the healing school goes. So he told me that he's a man of God, Pastor Chris. So when you get there, whatever condition you are having, they will go and live. And let's pray, because we need all of us, we need the healing. So I started to make the process, and I was a Muslim and I was listening to Pastor Chris because of I want my sister to go there and then get the healing. I was just watching the testimony how he ministered to the people and then they get healing. So one day, and I had a dream, and I was this is how the dream goes. I was dreaming, and then my family members, I know them, and they were chasing me with guns and then cutlass. So I was running, and they were following me. So a voice came to me and said, "Don't run, stop." So I stopped, and then the voice told me that I should turn and face those that are chasing me. So I turned and faced them, and the voice told me, "Raise your hand, right hand like this, and said, in the name of Jesus." So I said it in my dream, in the name of Jesus. And those that was chasing me, all of them, they fell down. Like so that night I wake up and pray, morning prayer, and then that's it. I remember the dream and said, I'm a Muslim, I'm seeing Jesus, oh God, forgive me. So I pray and ask forgiveness from God because I've seen Jesus. Muslim, you don't have to see Jesus. So, and they said we should go to Makkah. I was not having money to go, but someone just make everything for me to go to Makkah. So I went to Makkah, and I came back. 1 week time again, the same dream again. I said, my God, what is this? I started to ask my colleague Muslim, but I said no. If I ask them, they will say maybe you are thinking to go there. That's why. So I decided to keep it by myself. 3 times again, I said, hey. I said, okay, then let me make it fasting and pray to God and see if that the way for me to follow. I will obey God's voice. So I make fasting and pray 3 days, and then that dream came again. So I started to make prayer, and I was not happy because now I don't know what to do. For me to become a Christian, it will be very, very, very difficult. So I start doubting, thinking. I inform one of my friends, and we fight. He said, forget about Jesus. That the name of Jesus is nothing. So Jesus is not God. So if you are mentioning the name of Jesus, it doesn't mean that you're supposed to become a Christian. He said, okay, and let's see. I said, I'll pray to God that I want to see more. So that is how it goes, and the voice keeps telling me, why do you afraid to become a Christian? I'm the one telling you to become a Christian. So I said, it will be very difficult. So one day, and I was at work, and they get telling me, today is your day. And I'm very happy that the pastor called me today to give my testimony because it was Easter Sunday. So it was Easter Sunday. And that Sunday, the voice told me, today is your day to become a Christian. So you need to do, and that time, you know, the coronavirus came, Pastor was doing online prayers, and I was joining them, but I was still a Muslim, and I was joining him, listening to understand who is Jesus, how it comes that they say Jesus is God, he is the Son of God. But we don't believe that. We Muslims, we don't believe that. So that day, it's the voice telling me that today is your day. So the morning time, the evening time, the evening time, Pastor, they make the program finished, and the time that he was saying that if you want to be born again, then you should lift your hands and then receive salvation. I was still doubting how to receive the salvation. It's very difficult to me. So I just kneel on my knees and lift my hands, and I received my salvation. And on that Sunday, I started, and my manager called me, and my friend called me and said, I see you now not praying like a why. I said nothing. So that week, Friday, I was just sleeping. I guess my body, that was my first dream to have this dream. My body was lying down and my spirit woke up like this, speaking in tongues, dancing, and I was sleeping. And we were in the room, and my friend was telling me, why are you making noise like that? But I was sleeping. When I woke up from the dream, I said, I was sleeping, but I was speaking in tongues. That is how I began to speak tongues from Saudi. Saudi, no tech, but I was praying in tongues, speaking in tongues. And it was not easy to me to become a Christian because a lot of problems when I became a Christian. At Saudi, it started me. From that week to the next week, I was just sitting down. I just went and sent money to my sister. That time it was at Saudi. I sent money and come, and then I was sitting down resting. And my manager just came and said that your boss have got your ticket for you to go back to Ghana. I said, wow, what have I done? He said, nothing. Your ticket is ready. It's 10 days for you to prepare and pack your ticket and go back to Ghana. I said, okay, I'm ready to go back to Ghana. So I started to pray. I said, God, if you are the one that called me to become a Christian, I want to see your mighty power in me with this problem that I'm facing now. Because by that time I was not having any money. So I pray and I make fasting 1 week time, and it was then one day I had to go, and they just said the airport had blocked, so we cannot go again. I said, so I started to pray again. Now, I don't know why they sacked me. So I started to pray again. If it's maybe I did something mistake and the boss wants to sack me, I am praying that God will tie the boss heart so that he will accept me to work again. But if it's God that is taking me out of this work, I also want to know. So I started to pray, and I was joining one of our place pastor, and he never knew me. It's just online prayers. I was just joining them because that time I was serious to understand. So one day the pastor just called me and said, he did not mention it, but he described where I am and the place that I'm working, the position that I'm working, and then he said, they have sucked you out of job, but you are praying that you will go back and work. I should not pray again. God is taking me out of that job. I should leave the job and go. So I said, okay. I leave the job, and 1 month before, that was July, that was 2020. So, and that time they said, now we can go home. So the boss said, then we have to prepare. I myself even go and just tell him that they said we can join, we can gather together so that we can pick us and go back, so that we go back to the country. So the boss said, okay, no problem. If you are ready to go, I'll pick you. So that's why I came back to Ghana here. And I was praying, waiting for my testimony. It's not only that testimony he said is taking me back. He said he have a big plan for me. And another man told me that he have chosen someone who is a businessman to sponsor me so that I should go anywhere I want to go. So when I came back to Ghana here, I was praying, fasting, just knowing that the testimony that it will just come within 1 month or 2 months so that I'll go. My brother, it's not easy. 6 months now, I pray, and even my money was finished, even to get food and buy, it was finished, but God was still feeding me, surprising me, feeding me. My money never finished, and I was not working 6 months. And even my Muslim brothers, they now started to laugh at me. And I started to sell my clothes. I got clothes here, and I was now starting to sell it because I I need to travel back again. If I don't travel, I have no one to help me. So I announced that I'm selling my plot, and some will come and say they will buy one house, say hey, 15,000 or 12,000. I said no, I don't mind that because that's not the price of the plot. Meanwhile, I don't know that something is coming. So one day, and my friend, one of my Muslim friends, just called me and said, "Listen, so you were a Muslim, things was going good for you, but now you become a Christian. But look at how now you are not selling your plot." I said, "See, this is now my plot I'm selling. But even if they want, they can pick my mother and my father and my siblings and go. But still, it's Jesus that I will not deny him. I won't leave him. I won't leave him." From that following day, I just close work coming, and one man just called me. I never knew the man before. Just asked me, "What's your name?" I mentioned my name. He said, "Where are you staying?" I directed him everything. And then he asked me, "So are you working?" I said, "No." "Why are you not working?" I said, so I started to deny to be angry with him because he's asking me those questions. So what are you eating? So the spirit tells me, "No, relax, don't rush." So I said I was at outside the country, but I came back to Ghana yet, and then things is not going to me again. But now I'm selling my plot to go back. So I said, "Okay, no problem. That is my good work that he has seen me and support me. So I should go home and the morning time to come back, to come to his house. He's there." When you see the man, he don't look like a billionaire. Oh, because when my sister is here, no one leave me there. I came inside, the man invited me. Now tell me, "The brother, what do you want me to do for you? If you want business, tell me, I will help you to do. Or if you want to go back, tell me, I will help you to do." So I want to go and make your things set and come back. I will give you the money and you go. From that day, I started making my process.